Fifth and final regular season meeting between the Trenton Golden Hawks and the Cobourg Cougars. And if the season series and the current playoff pictures any indication, this is not going to be the last time that the G-Hawks and Cougars will face off against each other, clashing for the fifth and final time, and should be an absolute beauty. And again, a game with a great cause too, as the Trent Memorial Hospital Foundation jerseys are being worn by the G-Hawks tonight, so it should be an absolutely outstanding game for a great cause. Brock Ormond here with Zach McGibbon for the OJHL tonight here on your TV, Quinty. And again, a very special night, Zach. Penultimate home game for Trenton of the regular season. The last time they'll face Cobourg during the season, but right now with the two teams separated by 3 points in the Southeast Conference between 4th and 5th, Cobourg's got the game in hand, but it should be an outstanding hockey game between two teams that really have not seen eye to eye, to say the least, this year. It's been a battle.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a battle through and through this season, and this could be a potential playoff matchup heading into the playoff season. So it's really exciting heading into the end of this regular season. These teams will still want to be playing at their absolute best. They want to set the tone. If they do face each other in the playoffs, they want to show, hey, we've got this win over you guys heading into the playoffs. So this should be a really exciting game.
Absolutely, but the Cobourg Cougars, despite sitting in 5th place right now, and again, as I mentioned, with the game in hand, sitting 3 points behind Trenton, they've actually been the better team head-to-head this season. Cobourg has won 3 out of 4 games, but the last one, Zach, was an absolute blowout for Trenton. The G-Hawks went up 5-0 after 20 minutes in the Cobourg Cougars pink in the rink game at the Cobourg Community Center, and the G-Hawks really never did look back. The Cougars never really fully recovered, and the score ended up being 8-1, but the Cobourg Cougars, certainly, they're not the type of team that's going to lose that badly twice in a row. So what do you see from this game tonight in terms of Cobourg's response?
Yeah, you're going to look for intensity here coming from Cobourg. As mentioned before, this is a game that could have some playoff implications for both of these squads, and so you're going to see some intensity. You mentioned it, they don't want to lose that badly for multiple games, so they want to be able to go on the counterattack and be able to bring it to the Trenton Golden Hawks.
And this is, again, going to be a very special night with the Trenton Memorial Hospital Foundation here. The G-Hawks wearing their Hawks for Healthcare jerseys. Again, a very consistent charity that the G-Hawks have really leaned into over the course of the season. Wendy Warner with the Trenton Memorial Hospital Foundation getting set to go down on the ice wearing the Trenton G-Hawks light blue military-style uniforms, along with G-Hawks Director of Hockey Operations John McDonald, who actually didn't play last Friday in Wellington when the Cougars went down there and fell 4-2 to the Dukes. And again, we'll be keeping an eye on both Wellington and Lindsay tonight. The Dukes and Muskies facing off in Lindsay. There you get a look at Harlan, Michigan native Ryan Piros, who makes his 27th appearance of the season, 15-10 with a .324 goals against, a save percentage of .911. He's actually tied with Trenton backup goalie tonight, Ethan Fraser, and Wellington's Jacob Osborne for 11th in league wins with those 15. And down at the other end, Ben Bonesteel, the former Brantford 99er, has been busy this season, facing the 6th most amount of shots in the OJHL. He currently sits with a .337 goals against, a save percentage of .917, and a record of 12-19 in 32 previous games, as you see on your screen. 10-5, though, in 15 previous games with the Golden Hawks since his acquisition from the 99ers. And again, Zach Bonesteel, we talked about him throughout the course of the season. He's going to need to be extremely important for this G-Hawks team. And again, Trenton's got a lot of talent, a lot of skill up front and on the back end, but they'll only go as far as their goaltending will take them. Yeah, and you mentioned it there. The record can be very deceiving. Bonesteel has been fantastic for the Trenton Golden Hawks ever since his acquisition to the team. You're going to see some stellar goaltending play coming from him. Puck is down, and we're underway as the Cobourg Cougars start out with Trevor Hoskin, Andy Reist, and Jacob Gilbert up front. On the back end, Adam Barone and Riley Pitt, as the G-Hawks shoot this one down the ice right away. That's right. And on the side of DeRazio there, he's a guy who can really control the pace of the game from the blue line. Right off the face-off, Trenton has opened the scoring, and it happened quick, too. The first shot of the game, and it's Jordan Fuller that gets the marker. And again, we were just talking about, offense from the defense in DeRazio, but then you got a guy like Jordan Fuller that breaks right off the face-off, and we'll see it on the Your TV Quinty replay. Piros just went down a little bit too soon, perhaps. Yeah, that looks to be the case on the replay. Just a very quick shot coming off of the face-off circle, and sometimes you just got to throw it on net and try and create that opportunity, and it
capitalizes for Trenton Golden Hawks here, and it's already 1-0.
Out of the zone it comes, time ticking down on the Niedercar Trenton power play that was abbreviated, as I mentioned, from that penalty that was taken right in the middle of the Cobourg power play. Long shot kicked out by Piros, comes to the right point, shot deflected towards the goal by Rutledge. That's going to spill out, and the Cougars come back in transition, 4-on-3. Hoskin holds, sweeps it right across, looking for Tommy Caramares. That one deflected, and they score. On a broken play, the Cougars have tied the game with 3:58 left in the first, and it looks like it's going to be the Belleville kid, Trevor Hoskin, getting credit for the goal as he leads the line to the bench. And again, Zach, we talk about Hoskin's smarts too, and how he's really stepped up his game, having to fill in some of the roles left by veteran guys that left last year. What a weird goal this was, though. It bounced around a little bit. It may have hit a Trenton player in front. May have to get a second look at it. But the pass was intended to be for Caramares, 59, standing in front. It ends up bouncing off a Trenton body and in instead. A key right there. You want to be tough and intense, but not silly or stupid to take bad, unnecessary penalties late in the period. Cobourg 29-14, 1-5 coming into this game. Trenton 32-15, 0-3. As the puck ends up in behind the net, Cato emerges, feeds it out to the right circle. Now snap from a short angle. That's going to misfire, come out to the top of the zone. Stiles keeps it on side, but it's not going to really play into effect for Trenton. As the first period comes to an end, 20 minutes down, and so far a 1-1 tie. It's been a pretty solid game to this point.
Yeah, it certainly has. It's been interesting to see how both teams have come out in this one, especially as we're approaching the end of this season. But it looks like the Trenton Golden Hawks, they've been applying some of the pressure early on. They had that early lead off of that face-off draw from Fuller, but able to take advantage of a weird bounce into the back of the net are the Cobourg Cougars, and this game is still anybody's game at this point.
34 points in 38 games since coming over from the Milton Menace in the offseason as well. So this kid certainly knows how to contribute in all facets of the game. There's a feed ahead, 2-on-1 developing Rutledge and Fournier. Rutledge across, Fournier, great chance in tight. Piros to save, he's down, the puck's still loose in there. And they can't shovel it home, now a reverse wraparound try denied. Piros scrambling over, wrister coming from Douglas Nugent. That one got blocked as the Cougars bench will applaud those efforts from the Golden Hawks. Need a goal on this Niedercar Trenton power play. They got one so far tonight. There's a shot and they get it. Mitch LaFay scores, and it's 2-1 G-Hawks. A snapshot from an angle finds a crevice on Ryan Piros, and with 5:17 left in the second, the G-Hawks have made it 2-1, and the captain again coming through against his old club, burning the old foes.
Yeah, kind of a similar play to the first goal for the Trenton Golden Hawks. Very quick shot coming off of the face-off draw for Mitch LaFay, as we'll take a look at that again here. Off of the face-off draw, Mitch LaFay, he found his spot, and wow, he was able to roof that off of that play. He found his look, and he knew he loved it as well. What a great goal there from Mitch LaFay as they take the lead here, the Trenton Golden Hawks 2-1.
21st of the year for the Stratford natives. Rad zips it ahead for Cato. That one just bobbling a little bit on him. He can't rein it in. Now it's going to come back to him fortuitously. Cato dragging in, leaving it off. Shot coming from Fuller. Save, rebound, they score! Adam O'Mara cleans up the loose garbage in front, and it's Cato and Fuller causing the havoc again just inside the Cobourg blue line. It's 3-1 Trenton. They do get that goal, that second goal in this period they were looking for to extend the lead to 2.
Take a look at that one again as Adam O'Mara is able to recover from that earlier fan of the shot earlier this period and able to find that loose rebound bouncing puck. He was able to find it. He found his opening and able to bury it into the net and extend this lead for the Trenton Golden Hawks off of that rush from the Golden Hawks as well. It's 3-1.
Division champions last year, besting Wellington and Halliburton in the first 2 rounds before dropping a 4-game series decision to the Toronto Junior Canadiens. 10-minute misconduct as well being assessed. We'll have to sort out the penalties here after the second period ends, as it comes to an end right now with Robinson going body to body with Reist. Trenton does score 2 goals though in fairly quick succession. And again, it's the key of Mitch LaFay coming through on the power play, his 21st of the year. And then that's followed up by Adam O'Mara. And for O'Mara, who has really been just outstanding for Trenton since coming over from Collingwood, going point A to point B there to Pitt. Riley Pitt now curls out, fires. That one got blocked. Ricochets right back. Saved by Wilson at the line in the backhand. Fed off Gutierrez. Now drags, shoots, scores. Bar down. George Gutierrez gets Cobourg back to within a goal. Carving into that Trenton lead with just shy of 6 minutes gone in this third period, and that power play marker proves to be huge for the Cougars, and the penalty proves costly for Robbie Rutledge and the Jayhawks.
Well, George Gutierrez was somebody we kind of circled as somebody that could keep this Cougars team in it, and we saw that right there. Bar down, as you mentioned, a beautiful shot, finds his spot, able to get it by Bonesteel and get the Cougars within one in this 3-2 lead for the Trenton Golden Hawks off a beautiful shot there from Gutierrez.
Bulge in the twine there for the 27th time is George Gutierrez. Dancing out through center now, Rad. Here comes Jaden Rad driving in on the left, cuts to the middle. Rad holds on, shoots, big collision there in front. Piros diving out at it. They score. Sam Williamson's going to follow it up. And right near the tail end of the power play, Trenton has just went ahead by 2. And a rare bit of power play time for the veteran. Now to St. Catharines, Sam Williamson finds a hole on Piros. He was diving out for it.
Yeah, I was able to get Piros right out of his net. Piros was following Rad all the way through, but was way too outside of his net and created a very big opportunity. He was trying to slide back, but went right into his own player, not able to get that movement, and the Trenton Golden Hawks were able to take advantage of that one and get themselves their 2-goal lead back here with this 4-2 lead in the third. Very tough to get 2 goals in 5 seconds.
They'll win the draw, but it's going to go all the way back to the Cougars' den, and that will signal the end of this one. The Trenton Golden Hawks double the Cobourg Cougars by a final score of 4-2, and they will go 5 points clear of the Cougars, although Cobourg does have a game in hand going into tomorrow against the Toronto Patriots that'll quickly get wiped out. But all in all, a pretty solid game for the Jayhawks, and it started right off the bat with Jordan Fuller getting the opening goal just shy of 3 minutes in. And again, a nice night for Hawks for Healthcare, raising money for the TMHF. And Jordan Fuller with a goal and an assist earns himself third star honors. Adam O'Mara picking up a goal as well. In fact, his marker was the game winner. And certainly that line of him, Fuller, and Cato have just been outstanding as of late. And he really